Hey folks, Aaron here, otherwise known as Ivorfowler, and here is your weekly update on progression with the ranked competitiveness with now Grixis spells. It is still essentially Izzet spells, but there is now a Magic Arena classifies it as a black splash only because of one card, but you'll see that as time goes on. So, week in, we made it to silver relatively smoothly, not too much happening there. The deck's working relatively well. So what you're seeing right now is a promotion, where I went from, I think it was rank 4 to 3. I will have to double check that one. So changes to the deck. As I went through it, I got quite a few quests completed for some gold and some packs from winning a certain amount of games, and from it we got enough rares and wild cards to upgrade the mana base. So the mana base now has 3 steam vents. I also got a mythic wild card so I could make a 3rd Arc-Light Phoenix. Another change is the Discovery Dispersal, which is where it can take a Grixis card because it's technically a black splash. But there's no black in the deck for mana base. It is still, you're playing it purely for the discovery side, to surveil, to draw a card, just to get rid of the dead drawers. The mana base also, well, the land base amount has now shifted down to 20. I'm unsure about this as time's gone on, as 20 seems to be a little low, especially if you're not drawing enough. So right now you can see that I have just got a grip of 6 spells, we just managed to draw the 4th. So right now it's just working out the best way of getting rid of things. So Lava Pool is another new addition as well. I was running Lightning Strike for the longest time. Both are uncommon, so I'd probably say it's kind of whichever one you've got hold of. Lava Coil is a little bit better, even though it's sorcery speed. It does exile the card and does 4 damage to creature, while Lightning Strike does 3 damage wherever you want it to point. Niv Mizzet is really become, especially in like control decks, it's kind of who gets their Niv Mizzet down first and it stays there. As Niv Mizzet is, well, I've had people concede against Niv Mizzet just because once it's on the board and they start casting spells, you can start draining your opponent, getting card advantage a lot with this guy. In a couple turns you can near enough draw about 10-20 cards maybe, if you're going completely insane. So right now I'm liking the deck. Personally, I'm thinking, because for some reason ranked is best of 1s, I would say that Izzet Spells is kind of inferior to a lot of other decks on the in the meta right now, mainly because it doesn't have a lot of answers to certain other decks. So in matchups where you're seeing like Jeskai Control or any control list, this deck has got a lot of dead cards in it, as we run a lot of creature removal. But against Golgari, we are really good. We can deal with a lot of their threats very quickly, not a problem. So I do feel the lack of a sideboard is possibly hurting ranked, because it just means that it's kind of become a rock paper scissors event of, depending on which deck you kind of see out of the big 3, which is Izzet Spells, Golgari, and the control list. I think Jeskai is currently the favourite one, or blue-white control. It's kind of like the toss-up of whichever one you see depends on how well you're going to win. I mean, obviously draws does make a difference, but really it is kind of almost a rock, paper, scissors thing. There are obviously rogue lists out there. I have come across quite a few. I got my head battered in by a green-white token list, which ran, I'm trying to think of the enchantment, which essentially means that any token you would bring in, it brings in a 4/4 angel instead. And I keep forgetting that Dominaria had a lot of token generators. So you see that I think it's Divine Visitation. I think that's what it's called. So after a while, it just starts to just go through the entire, like, you think it's going to be like 4/1/1s, you then end up with 4/4/4s. And the Izzet deck, just while it has a lot of removal, it doesn't have a lot of big removal, so our big creatures just are all 4 toughness except for Niv-Mizzet. They just start getting eaten up, so it just becomes a massive problem. But it looks like a really cool deck. When Ravnica Allegiance with my first personal favourite guild, Orzhov or Orzhov, as the trailer and said for it, which is the first time I've ever been heard of it being said that, but hey ho, Magic apparently knows how their guilds are pronounced, so Orzhov, but I prefer saying Orzhov, it just sounds a little bit better. They've got a lot of really good, well, they got a really good mechanic in the fact that they just keep bringing tokens out from their dead creatures. I think Visitation is going to become very good there, because essentially just means that you end up having a 4/4 flying body in the background, and there's not a lot of people running enchantment removal, especially if the ranked games keep to best of ones. Not many people are going to be running enchantment removal unless, of course, they're going to start having that main board. Knight of Autumn would be really good in the meta, because Knight of Autumn is just so modular, but green-white is just, I don't know, I'm not seeing a lot of it apart from this token build. Anyway, that's kind of my thoughts where we are. So we are going into week 2 of our ranked journey. It is Christmas week, so it might not actually do as much, but we are seeing, hoping to try maybe get into the gold ranks. There are a couple more ranks after that. There's Diamond, I think it's Diamond, Platinum, or Platinum, Diamond, then Master. Hoping to try and get into Gold, maybe even get close to Platinum. We will see. But as this game's winding down, it was a really good, I'm actually quite intrigued by this Mono Black list. It looks kind of weird. So Carlos 3D, if you're out there and you're still playing Mono Black, mad respect to you. You've got a really interesting build there. It's just a shame that a lot of the zombie support left just when Ravnica came in. But anyway, guys, we're going to kind of slow down here. So like I said, Christmas week's now upon us, so the grind might be a little bit less. We're hoping for gold, but we will see. Also, people might end up playing a little bit differently, like a bit more fun. Maybe some new builds. We will see. But thank you very much for watching this update, and I will see you all in the next update, or maybe even another video. Who knows? But tune in next time for more Magic the Gathering.